Blessed Morning, friends, folks. Today it is April 27, 2023. Let's dive right in a boatman's lesson. This is called Seduction of the Soul. Today we have Proverbs 16 and 25. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. We have a quote from Erwin Lutzer. Every temptation leaves us better or worse. Neutrality is impossible. Indeed, or in word, it doesn't begin with a well-marked roadmap to our destruction. No. Our departure from God's path is a series of shady grays and mixed desires. The nuances of our temptations have a way of making the wrong decisions look right, even appealing. The seduction of a soul is a sensitive and subtle busyness. That's why a spiritual life without vigilance is incredibly irrational. If we are not watchful and well guarded, we can be led step by tiny step into the snares of the enemy and the ways of the world. God never tells us simply to do what seems right at the time. What seems right and what is right are often two vastly different things. The redeemed soul, who has not yet learned the mind of God, been saturated with it, shaped into it, and trained to trust it, is a dangerous place. Questions of the genuineness or security of our salvation are not the only issue. A child of God can be rendered practically fruitless if pulled by the allure of what seems right, but is it? God has a greater desire for his children than the fact of their eternal salvation. It is a salvation that is to be lived and enjoyed now. The deception of false moralities and misplaced values can thoroughly undermine the experience of that salvation, if not its essence. Indeed, the conclusion. The believer will face many forks in the road throughout his or her life and often will not notice them. The main road, the broad, well-traveled path, seems like the right one. Everyone is on it, and the exits are often hard to see unless you're looking for them. So look for them. Don't be driven down the seemingly right path without asking hard questions about it. Understand the high call of the kingdom, that God has us do more than what's right, more than what's expected. Ask him for his mind and open your eyes to receive it. Let his word cultivate a sharp discernment in your spirit. Never let yourself be seduced by anything but the good love of God. Wow, let's think about that for a minute. I'm thinking about, I was watching Dancing with Wolves the other day when he gives that telescope to Kick-a-Bird, and Kick-a-Bird looks and he's like that. Let's think about love. Love overlooks all wrongs. Love puts itself last and puts everyone's interests first. Love suffers long. Love endures everything. Love is not irritable. Love is not rash. Now if we look at things from that perspective, we're going to see the devil's weapons of what he has to try and infiltrate our hearts. And that, to me, is the best way to see his seducing hands. Through his demons. You know, there are imps, there are the little demons, and there are the big demons when serious things happen. I believe that Mother-in-law, she's teaching all of us, as our pastor, to fight each and every one of them. Little ones as well as big ones. There's been some really old ones that have walked up in the church through people, believe it or not. That's another story for another time. One in which the person didn't get salvation. They didn't want it. They just wanted to disrupt the service. And they did. And then they went about their way. We've never seen this person again. But yeah, if you have God's love, you're going to see the seduction of a soul. You see the devil, there's a song, I believe, and I say it every now and then, you know. So the devil, he'll try to bring up something bad that me and Annie went through. And I'm only going to talk about certain things. I won't talk about everything. That's my wife. And it's like the devil, you're just mad because you lost a soul that you once had. As a matter of fact, you lost two that you once had. And he went home, and I'm still here, and I'm still doing the Lord's work. And you ain't going to seduce me from carrying the Lord's cross, because he did it disregarding its shame, so they all know his name above all names. So where do you stand? It's either with him or with the great I am. Are you going to stand with the devil? Because he don't want you to stand, he wants you to fall. Or are you going to stand with the Son of Man who wants you to rise? It's your choice. Be blessed in your own journey.